my little indigo girl.
If you're thinking, gee Dan, you look even more rock star than usual, well, you'd be right, because I've dressed up as a rock star for a very good reason. Today I'm catching up with a really good mate of mine, Craig Hines, the guy behind Watershed, who this year celebrate 2 decades of making incredible music in South Africa and around the world. And so I've donned my very best rock star outfit. It, in all honesty, probably looks a little more midlife crisis than it does front man of a great band. But the reason for it is to chat to Craig, tell us about that journey, and then Mr. Hines has promised to turn me into South Africa's newest rock icon. It's lovely to see you, and congratulations, 2 decades of Watershed. It's extraordinary.
Yeah, it's the time has just absolutely flown. You know, it's if I think of the first album, in the meantime, right through to now, and everything that happened in between, we sort of don't figure how we got through all that time, and the different albums and the best of albums and yeah, but 20 years and we're still learning. You know.
Tell me a little bit about how the band came together in 2000.
It was sort of different to what one would think. You know, the normal question is, where did it start? You know, were you all a bunch of schoolmates and in the garage type thing? And we weren't that. I went in to record the first album sort of alone. Paul was working in the studio that I was recording in, and we then found drums and sort of put it all together. You know, you want guys that obviously play incredibly well.
I think I was one of many who first really got to know you with Indigo Girl, which went absolutely mental right around the world, but especially here in South Africa. What was the track, the album, the concert that said to you, you know what, we've made it, we're doing this thing properly now? Our
very first single was a song called Shine on Me, which I think it peaked at number 29 on the top 40, and but people got to know the song, and the Cranberries came out and toured in 2000, I think it was, and we got the slot to open for them. So before we could even play properly, we were doing an opening thing for 15,000 people, and that was something really exciting because we played Shine on Me. It was before Indigo Girl even, and the people were singing along to that song. So we thought, oh, we've made it. You know, it was really working for us.
2 decades of traveling the world, making album after album, really enjoying yourself, which I think has been a key part of your success and being able to go as long as you have. Are you able to pick up a couple of moments in that career that really stand out as being particularly special?
We were, lucky enough to have been picked for the first 4664 concert at Greenpoint Stadium, the old stadium, and being on that stage it was like the Madame Tussauds of the music industry. It was incredible. I think Queen were the backing band for Indigo Girl when I played it, so you know that's sort of on another level. And my all-time hero is Sir Bob Geldof, and he came up to me and after Indigo Girl, and you know, in that dry sort of sense of humour he's got, and he said, it's the best song he's heard all evening. He says the rest of it he's got no time for, but he said that was a really cool song. And
yet, despite all of this, despite everything you've done, there must be something more than that that's allowed Watershed to not just keep going for 20 years, but to keep going so successfully and so prolifically.
I think we've stuck with our knitting. You know, we know what works. So what all we try and do with each album is to give each new album a new signature for itself.
But you know, there's been a glimpse of my musical greatness, as some of you might recall, my 4-second cameo in the music video for Kurt Darren's Sturmtrain. But this is another level. So let's head inside, have a look at how the studio works, and give myself my Watershed backing vocals debut.
Brilliant.
Aha!
Here you are.
So this is where the magic happens.
This is it.
This is where you're putting the finishing touches to this new album.
Yeah, this is what's happening. We got 6 weeks, and it's got to be done.
Rockstar status is loading.
Keep a smile on. And I wonder why in the midnight sky the stars no longer shine. I wonder when the government's left outside to dry. I wonder how the world will turn when everything is burned. We're holding up the earth, I'm undone.
I think that song might have just come undone.
Oh!
Yeah, but honest opinion, Craig. Honest opinion.
No, Dan. It was really sounding cool. I think there's definitely a future. You know, there's definitely a future.
Could I be the 5th member of Watershed?
Possibly maybe we form another band and we just start something new.
This is going to be massive.
This is going to be massive. We're going to be massive.
Oh dear, we won't say massive what, but it will be massive. This has been so much fun. I've loved it. Hanging out with one of my favourite bands, one of my favourite musicians, and playing some Watershed's new stuff. It's in the new album, comes out in 2021. There might not be the guest vocals I was hoping for, but there will be some terrific music. Don't miss it.